I chose to run for House District 14 because I have spent my career as a public school counselor and a private therapist, kind of on the front lines, helping families through some pretty hard times, navigating some pretty tough decisions. I think that I can help families with practical leadership in that regard. I'm running because to me, it's not even why you're running, it's why you're not running. Like right now, we have to get some massive common sense back into Topeka. Just watching, I mean, it's February 3rd today, and we've just seen the most unbelievable bills come through. They are not representative of what I have heard at the door. I've knocked and received about 200 petition signatures to put me on the ballot. I did that so I could get out and have those conversations. Every single bill that I see out there now and has passed or not passed or in the midst of legislature is nothing that anybody talked about at the door. Definitely seeing things like strong public education, huge advocate is that, as a retired public school counselor in Olathe. I worked 32 years in public education, Johnson County Community College as an adjunct professor for Fort Hays State University. So my whole world and my whole life has been public education.
In this area?
I have worked in this area the most of that time of the 32 years, but Western Kansas and Central Kansas was my first beginnings.
Yeah, so you understand the needs of the schools, because the needs of one school district and the other school districts are going to be a lot.
Yes, right, and even just some schools, even within the same school district, can be radically different.
Yeah.
Affordable, accessible health care is what I'm hearing about, the burden of rising property taxes. Those are the things that we're hearing at the door. But I think the most important thing, one of the main reasons I'm running is when we have something like gerrymandering come up and I see the person who is supposed to represent House 14 cater to that and to fall into that dilemma of I've got to do what my party wants me to do because they don't like Sharice David, so they're going to get rid of and they're going to gerrymander the whole map and cheat. That was frustrating and aggravating that we didn't have a real pushback, in this district on any of these things.
Yeah.
So that is one of the main reasons. Just kind of tired of the power grabs. Just need some fair maps and fair representations is kind of where I'm coming from.
Yeah, well, I agree. I've asked, I've been in a lot of different groups, and I do interact with Republicans that are frustrated with the way things are, and I've let them know through graphs and stuff, and I'm going to do a better job of it, and I can get time to break it down, about who's been in control of this state. And so if you don't like what's going on, then I'm not saying you need to vote Democrat, but maybe you need to run. If you're a Republican and you don't like the way that the people in the House are acting Republican-wise, run. Okay, everyday people can. Email me. I will help you run. If you're going to primary a establishment Republican, I will help you. So, but yeah, that's kind of my goal here. Like I was saying before I started recording, is that I just want to get some sensible, normal people back in there that are going to go in there and duke it out for the issues of their district and not nonsense for clickbait and bring back some civility.
Well, and even the word sane and severe or sincere, well, not so severe, but sincere. So it's pardon me, bringing back that sincerity to the bills, and the sanity of what people are asking for and what people need.
I just want people in that state house that respect it. They respect the position. They respect each other. They respect their colleagues, regardless of the letter behind their name. And their goal and the only reason they're in there is because they want to do the will of the people and the good for the people and make people's lives better. I don't want them in there because they're trying to get a notch on a political career ladder or get rich. Like public servants.
Yeah, real representatives of
like,
what you're hearing. And if you're not knocking on those doors and if you're not listening, you cannot be a good leader without being a good listener. And part of that listening is also learning. I'm listening and I'm hearing about things that they want, things that they need. I may not understand them, but that's going to be part of that learning that I need to be doing right now.
Well, you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah, you really don't.
And, my whole thing right now is I know enough to know I don't know enough.
Yeah.
But I'm going to find out, right? And so I think that when you're trying to represent everyone inside your district, that you have to be open-minded. And I also think that I don't see why Kansas House people especially can't really be interacting with their people, right? Because at most you have 25,000 people. Well, the city council members in Wichita have 55,000 people each, you know, and they respond to my emails.
Yeah, when I ran for State Senate 37, which is a really funky gerrymandered map that goes even north of where we are, way out to Gardner, all the way down into Miami County. I think there were 35,000 people. I knocked on 5,000 doors. I blew out 2 pairs of tennis shoes.
Well, that's what you have to do.
Yeah, a set of flip-flops, but a new set of tires on my car going down there. But again, it's that knocking on the door, and it's really listening. And I can't tell you how many times I go to the doors just within my district, and even when I ran for Senate, that said, I've never had a politician knock on my door, ever.
Are they asking you what party you are?
Are
they concerned about that?
So sometimes, like, I would knock, like, you know, you use a map and they're kind of designated voter registration. When you get an unaffiliated and you get a libertarian and you get a green, you know, something that's not the norm.
United Kansas Party?
Yes, you still knock that door. And sometimes you have the wife who's a Republican and the husband who's a libertarian and the son who's 23 who's a Democrat.
Yeah.
And you have the same conversation with all of them. And I think one of the main things that I really am struggling with right now is we had a governor, Ty Masterson, running for governor, who said that we are the enemy of Kansas. We're the enemy of the people. Like, the Democratic Party in Kansas is his enemy. When I had conversations with Republicans, which I got quite a few of their votes, never ever did I think that they were the enemy. Ever. We have different policy thoughts. Sometimes we have different ways we think about things. We're not an enemy, we're an opponent. So that's a little frustrating right now.
As a constituent, I feel like Ty Masters is my enemy. But you know,
I definitely don't
what's happening.
I definitely don't respect him. I definitely don't respect him.
I do not think he's in there for the right reasons,
no,
and I don't trust
but
him.
to you, but right. So he's the leader of the, you know, the Kansas legislature, and that's what he's going to lead with. I'm going to run as a Republican with, you know, the large majority of Kansas. He's saying is his enemy, and it's just.
I did
yeah.
the one of the problems we have with the Democrat Party here is, like, well, it's really a problem everywhere. They're just not running people. Like, I don't know what happened in 2022, but 52% of the houses went uncontested. Mm-hmm. Their average is over 30%. They leave, there's 124, 125 way out there. There's 3 of them that they have not had a Democrat run. I mean, I only went back to like 2000. I don't know.
And it's still like it's
all red.
Like you can see.
So what are people supposed to do out there? Who are they supposed to vote for? Of course it's going to go Republican. We're not giving them any other options. And I just feel like there's got to be a Democrat out there to run. Yeah. If I got to go out there and find you. I mean, I'm serious. I'm dead serious. When I am, that's part of what I want to do here too, is to show that there are average, everyday people, smart people running that want to do good things. And if you can run, they can run. And, you know, there's people here to help. So
yeah, and it's not. I mean, it's difficult in the sense that it is the most full-time job you will ever have, and how much you
do have to have the time.
Yeah, however much effort you want to put into it.
But I've seen people do it with very little money.
Oh yes,
and have success.
Yeah,
especially for a Kansas house, you really don't. Like I said, you should be able to get around. You don't need to travel. You don't need a bunch of ads. If you're doing a statewide race or definitely a federal race, you have to have ads. You have to pay for those things. But a house person should be able to. If they can't get around to talk people to talk them into voting for them.
You can't put on your tenny runners.
Yeah. That's why you gotta
and hit the pavement.
shoes.
Yeah, you gotta.
You're not going to win. So